Madam Toastmaster, members and guests, today I'd like to share with you a truly inspiring professional experience of mine. About 3 years ago, I completed the graduate degree in nature protection in the Russian Federation, then I relocated to my country Mali. And a couple months after my relocation, I got an internship with the United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification, a UN agency based in Bonn, Germany. And what this agency does is to help countries fight against desertification. The unit I work for was called Capacity Building and Innovation Office, and our task with this unit were primarily to raise awareness about the importance of land for communities. Our team was made of people from many different countries, just like here at Toastmasters today, and was headed by this wonderful and inspiring professor from Saint Vincent and Grenadine. His name was Richard, and he was someone who truly believed in the power of action. Already, during my induction meeting, Richard grabbed my attention when he insisted that at the UN, people like to talk more than take action, and but he thinks it's really important to associate action with work. At the end of the same meeting, Richard invited us in turn to think about a project we can implement with our communities. Well, I come from a small remote village in Mali, and I know that in my village, most people would struggle with the meaning of the technical concept we were trying to promote, such as land degradation, deforestation, or desertification. So I've started to think about a project I can do. When I told myself, well, Burema, maybe it can be a good idea to plant some fruit trees in your former primary schools. At first, I shared this idea with my family and they warmly welcomed it. I then went on to develop a proposal, and Richard, my boss, was just amazed about that. He literally accepted every single point of my proposal, and within a month, I received funding for the project, along with some beautiful memorabilia for 72 kids. These include books, comics, a t-shirt, and pins with UN logos. At first, I only expected to implement the project with kids and the teachers, but to my great surprise, the entire community came out and got involved in it. Together, we talked about the importance of soil for communities, the pressure they face, and some of the ways to protect them. The problem of excessive tree cuttings and forest fire within the village dominated our talk, and I was so amazed to learn from the kids that they also cause a lot of forest fire. And I know you may ask how. Well, these kids admitted that they often set fire while hunting small reptiles. We concluded our event by planting 50 fruit trees. Most of them were mango trees. And at the end of this event, I learned 3 important things. First, I understood that it's really hard to get a project off the ground, no matter how small they are. And I know those of you who do this kind of work know what I'm talking about. We always have unexpected challenges to deal with, right? And for me, since the project was meant to be implemented in 2 separate schools from 2 separate villages, it was very difficult to come up with a schedule. For example, I gathered all the resources I needed in January, but could only do the implementation in mid-June. The second thing I learned from the event is that trust is really important. As a little boy, my family, especially my brother, always encourages me to be reliable and honest person, wherever I happen to be. And I came to understand the importance of this. My team knows very little about me and my place. We've never met each other in person before, and yet They trusted me and provided me with everything I asked for without any comment. Thirdly, and more importantly, the event taught me that there are no small actions. We only planted 50 trees, but the talk and gathering have had far more impact than that. It's been 3 years now, and my family reports to me that the frequency of forest fire has really decreased in the village. Also, a few months after the project, the villagers decided upon themselves to put an end to the production of charcoal for commercial use, which is the leading cause of deforestation in the area. Finally, the memorabilia, especially these pins with UN logos, inspires kids a lot, and today most of them dream about joining the UN one day.